Yo, world of YouTube and the ThePokeUnion HD. It's your boy, B2J135. This is my first ever submission to the ThePokeUnion HD, so I'm going to say I'm coming at you with the Pokemon Black 2 White 2 Wi-Fi battle. If you look at this team here, you'll probably wonder, what is this? All flying types? What is this mess? What are you doing, B2J? Well, I'm doing a new metagame actually, based around the upcoming metagame for X and Y. So I'm pretty sure you guys have heard about this Sky Battles. So that's what this is based off of. Yes, we don't know much information right now about Sky Battles. We probably won't find out any more until the game comes out. But from what we know right now, only Pokemon with the ability to levitate or are part flying type are allowed to play. So it's a really fun metagame right now. It's a what do you say? It's a sweep or get swept type of play, as I would say. And it's just so fast and it's so fast paced. You got to make sure you got something for somebody else, and then you got to worry about rocks. Rocks are allowed, but there are some moves that are banned that would take away the ability to levitate. We have banned those. Actually, I will have all the rules, the whole metagame as a whole. Link will be in the description for how you can play this. You can play it like I'm doing it with the actual games, or you can do Showdown. There's actually a, I believe there's an area in Showdown where you can log into and play specifically this type of metagame. And it's all from everybody. What everybody's told me, they're really enjoying it, and it's a lot of fun. And I mean, who wouldn't? It's flying types only and levitators. That's genius on Game Freak's end. That was very smart of them. Now, only if they do like mono water. I don't know how they would pull that off. Underwater battles. But yeah, that would be cool to see. But enough of that. Let's just go into a quick preview here. You got Tornadus, Salamence, Jumpluff, Swellow, Gengar, Electros on my end, Flygon, Moltres, Claydol, Dragonite, Swoobat, and Yanmega. Like I said, sweep or get swept type of play. And let's go ahead and get into the battle here so that you can see this craziness that is this metagame. So, gotta love that music. I don't know if you guys know what this is. That's that, what do you call it? Mesprit as Elf Yuxi theme. But I love that shit. Alright, so we start off with Tornadus on his end, and I go into my Flygon on my end, and yeah, he goes for the, I go for the U-turn here as he stays in and goes for the Hammer Arm actually, which got me thinking, Hammer Arm? You must be a fit. Honestly, think about it. Who runs physical Tornadus? It's all about getting up rain and then getting the Hurricane choice specs or whatever you may be, extra belt or whatever. But for me to switch into Yanmega after the U-turn to take a Hammer Arm is perfect. So I'm going to stay in and go for the Air Slash. Mind you, this is not a specs Yanmega. This is actually my own custom set Protect, Hypnosis, Air Slash, Bug Buzz. It's really good coverage because, you know, of course you get the Protect up, then you go for Hypnosis, or you just go straight into Hypnosis, then just start wailing away at shit. And it's a pretty effective set, especially for this type of play. But I get that crit there, which definitely, I think that crit matter for the most part. Because as you can see here, I'm going to go for the Air Slash on Swellow, and Swellow's able to take it. And Swellow has less defense than Tornadus, so I'm pretty sure that crit mattered on Tornadus. But because he actually doesn't go for the Protect and go straight into the Brave Bird, it's going to be a double down. I honestly predicted him to Protect and go for, you know, to get the Toxic Boost or whatever he might have had, a Flame Orb, Toxic Boost, whatever, but he doesn't do it, and it's a double down. So it's like, okay, well, let me go ahead and get started then, I suppose. I'm going to get these rocks up, but he brings in this Salamence, and as I go into my Claydol, my Kendall, he goes for the Aqua Tail. I'm like, okay, Aqua Tail, so you're not going to Dragon Dance. You must be either Banded, Adamant, and by looking at that power, I'd say he's probably Scarf Adamant, because that did a lot of damage. But I'm going to go ahead and set up my rocks. I know I can live one more of that Aqua Tail because I have the I have maximum defense Impish, and I have the Ice Beam ready for him. So because of leftovers, I'm able to live it just a bit more than I probably would have, and I'm glad I didn't get the crit. So this gives me a clean hit for Salamence to get hit 4 times weak to ice. It doesn't matter how weak his special attack may be on Claydol, it's still 4 times weak. That crit did not matter. I guarantee you, that crit did not matter. I took out Garchomps with this Claydol before without a crit. It definitely didn't matter. So now, because of that, he's going to switch into his jump fluff. I'm actually going to stay in and see what he's going to do. I'm kind of scouting what he can do because I know he doesn't have stealth rocks. I know this Pokemon can set that up, so I'm not really worried about that. I'm just going to stay in and see what he does. He actually goes for the sleep powder, probably predicted me to actually switch out my Claydol. That's probably a good play that I got Claydol put to sleep before anything else could get put to sleep, because you know sleep claws only can sleep one thing at a time. So I switch out my Claydol and I go into my Jock. It's based off of JonTron's bird, Jock from JonTron show, I guess. And he goes for the Swords Dance, and I was like, what? Swords Dance? And then I didn't know this. There's actually a kick-ass set for Jump Fluff, Acrobatic, Swords Dance, Seed Bomb, Sleep. I did not know this. You can actually run this with a substitute as well. It's really good. And I just after seeing this, I'm like, what the hell? Oh shit, Acrobat. Oh no, I wasn't thinking. I really wasn't thinking as I went for that Calm Mind. I wouldn't have even went for the Calm Mind. I would have right into the Air Slash. I wasn't thinking about the. I was thinking he was going to go for like Seed Bomb or something, not Acrobatics. So that was a good, very good play on his end. It's surprising me with a set I've never seen before. Well, I haven't seen it in a long time, probably. I don't really remember that set when we were battling. So yeah, that's why that happened. He goes for another Acrobatics here, and excuse me, I'm able to take that, and I go for the Hurricane, but I get the Miss. So I'm like, oh no, Moltres! So Moltres is gonna, Ho-Oh is gonna go down from the Acrobatics, and as you can see here, that thing is gonna be a pain. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and get rid of this thing right now. I'm gonna get my sweeps up, getting my sweep started here. So I bring in my D9, my Dragonite. It's called D9 because from the Japanese ROM thing, and you can nickname only 5 syllables, but whatever. It's maximum adamant attack, speed, and defense. I go for one Dragon Dance, and then I go for the Fire Punch just to make sure he doesn't, like, you know, get the Sleep Powder and ruin my Lumberry. This thing has a Lumberry so that when he outrages, he's gonna immediately be able to go for another outrage and just wreck everything in sight. So he decides to bring in Electros, hoping he can take whatever I'm going to go for. I actually do go for the Outrage. Electros actually has pretty good bulk, especially when you pair it with like the coil one. You get enough coils up. Substitute coil Electros is actually a pretty good set. You just have to, you know, set it up right, like paralyze your team, paralyze your opponent or something before they get a chance to, you know, hit you with it, and then start setting up coil. But I go for the Outrage, taking out his Electros as he switches into his what's this thing? His Gengar here, and this is actually his last Pokemon. One of his this is one of his last Pokemon before I take him out. And I was like, oh man, you just got destroyed. So I go for the Outrage again. I don't know why he protected. He was delaying the inevitable. Oh, I'm sorry. No, this actually was his last Pokemon, and I win the battle. Sorry about that, guys. I was rushing there. But yeah, thumbs up. I hope you guys enjoyed that Sky Battle. There are going to be more Sky Battles to come. I am going to upload a lot of cool stuff to the channel, and if you want, you can also check out my own channel. I upload a lot of crazy stuff on there too. NUs, UUs. I have a lot of NU stuff I'm going to have coming up very soon, so make sure you check that out when you get the chance. Also, I have a petition for if you ever played Street Fighter on the 3DS, and there's a new update for the 3DS called Super Street Fighter 4, Ultra Street Fighter 4, excuse me, for PS3, 360, and PC. If you want, just check out my channel. It's the very first thing you're going to see when you click my channel. It's the trailer. I just want you to check that out. And if you like Street Fighter and you want to see it on the 3DS, sign the petition. It's really going to help. But enough promotions, enough advertisement. I am done. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Once again, thumbs up, leave a like, subscribe, do all that good jazz, and I will see you again in another the PokéUnion HD upload. B2J135 signing out. Deuces.